Hi, and welcome to a very last minute astrology for the people. This is for the full moon in Sagittarius on the 20th of June, Monday the 20th of June at 9:06 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And just as I was getting into the monthly rhythm for you guys, I got booted off the couch tonight and told that this needed to happen. So we will see what lands. I've been having a good old squiz at the chart for this full moon, and it's very, very interesting indeed. There's a lot to talk about, so I'm going to touch on some of the aspects, and then I'm going to get into what those mean and how we can really work with those, because this is a really powerful window of opportunity, a really powerful window of opportunity for healing. However, we are at a choice point. So we've seen the continuation of the Grand Cross that I described to you guys a couple of weeks ago. What we're seeing now is that Venus has moved on. So, while relationships are still at play, as they always are in our lives, the spotlight's off those a little bit, and we're instead seeing Mercury come into an exact opposition with Saturn. Now, this is interesting. I want to start by talking about this because Saturn is our responsibility. Saturn is our duty. Saturn is the groundedness and the 3D and very real kind of practical things that need to happen in our lives. Mercury is the thought, Mercury is the voice, Mercury is a messenger of the gods. Mercury is quite flighty, and it's our logical mind, it's our left brain. So when these two come into opposition, particularly in Sagittarius Gemini, we're seeing a real conflict. So Saturn in Sagittarius is saying, this is what needs to happen now. We need to take responsibility for ourselves. We need to take responsibility for what we want to create. Mercury is saying, I want to read a magazine. Now I want to have some dessert. Now I want to do this. Now I want to do that. Square Neptune. Now I think I'll go to bed. And conveniently, another day has passed without actually taking responsibility for creating the lives that we have been given, that we've been gifted. So we're really being asked at the moment to create space for what we want to create for our passions. So in this tension, a lot of people are feeling quite claustrophobic and quite trapped, particularly with Saggy that's flighty, with Gemini that's flighty. And some people are feeling really trapped by their circumstances at the moment. If you're feeling trapped by your circumstances, heed this message. You are choosing that. You are choosing that. I know that there are a million reasons and a million excuses as to why you can't do this or you can't do that or you can't do this. I guarantee you they're crap. Yeah, there are going to be some real reasons that will require some creativity and some negotiation. But if you're not creating time for your passions, if you're not creating time for your needs, and you're not taking responsibility for your own life, you're really going to bump into a wall at the moment, and the universe is going to say, no further. You need to take responsibility for yourself, and that's what this time is here to show you. It's like, how much are you willing to invest in yourself and in the life that you want to create, and in the love and the energy and the prosperity and the bliss that you want to share with the rest of the world? If you're not willing to spend the money on that step ladder, you're going to be nose against a brick wall. If you are willing to say, you know what, that load of washing can wait, this can wait, I'm sorry, no, I can't do that. I'm going down to Bunnings, I'm buying this goddamn step ladder and I'm going to climb up and sit on top of this wall. The view up there is amazing. The view up here is amazing. I'm serious. You won't even miss the coffee that you thought you needed to boost you to get through the day. You won't even miss the dessert that you didn't buy because you don't need to squish your feelings anymore because, yes, there's tough stuff coming up, and we're coming into Cancer, and it's family stuff and it's root stuff and it's childhood stuff, and it's like, oh my God. But we have Mars trine Chiron. We have Pluto trine the north node of the moon in Virgo. It is such a powerful, potent time for letting go of the shit that is keeping us small. It is such a powerful, potent time for healing and coming into our power and saying, this is what I want to create. This is the new world that I want to be a part of. I'm choosing to prioritize that. And if a load of clean washing sits in the corner of the room for 2 days, nobody's gonna die. And this is the time to really grab onto that with both hands and say, yes, I choose this. Yes, I choose to go against the inertia, momentum, I'm sure my partner would call me on the correct scientific term for that, that keeps us in a couch lock, that keeps us falling back to, oh, I'll just watch a movie, or oh, I'll just go to bed early, or, you know, that time, what you can create with that time if you so choose it and use it well. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So looking at root stuff, childhood stuff, one of the biggest things we learn as children in this society is to stay small. That's one of the biggest things we learn. I guarantee that will apply across 99.9% of people. We are taught as children to stay small, because if we're big, we're threatening and we're intimidating and people don't like us. If our feelings are big, then people are uncomfortable and we're told to squish it down, squish it down, squish it down. And staying small is what keeps us in that couch lock. So for every intention, there is a counter intention. A beautiful friend reminded me of this the other day. When she sets her intentions, she always acknowledges the counter intentions. And for people who have been taught to stay small, I guarantee for every goal you set, there is a counter intention of self-sabotage. And this is a big one to be aware of at the moment. We've got Mars retrograde in Scorpio, self-sabotage. I can pretty much guarantee you're doing it. I highly, highly, highly encourage you and suggest right now to look at where you're self-sabotaging and call yourself out on it. You know, it might be as simple as just sitting with that, being aware of it, noticing that it's happening, and then setting the intention and taking the action, taking one step to not succumb to that. So, you know, I'm all for healing. I'm all for energetic clearing. God, I better be. I do energetic body work. However, at times, there is nothing more powerful than just feeling it and doing it anyway. Feeling the shame, doing it anyway. Feeling the fear, doing it anyway. And Saturn in Sagittarius is really going to help us with this right now. We all have a beautiful teacher on our shoulder. We all have a beautiful higher self that's here to really guide us and support us. And it's so easy to get caught up in this opposition where our lower mind fights that. Our lower mind says, oh, but I want to do this. Oh, but I want to do this. Oh, but my ego wants to do this. Oh, but this will be more comfortable. Meanwhile, higher self is like, this is what needs to happen now. This is what needs to happen now. This is what needs to happen now. What I'm going to encourage you to do is align with your inner parent. Align with your inner parent right now. And rather than connecting with that rebellious lower mind that goes into doubting and turning back to familiar patterns and not being able to focus, really connect in with this Saturn energy. Let it ground you. Recognize that, yes, you know, it might involve a little bit of discomfort in the short term, but there's going to be a lot more long-term rewards that come from that. And we are in a bit of a time of reaping the harvest at the moment. So it's also just important to connect with, okay, let's look at what we're reaping, because what we're reaping is the cumulative effect of all the choices that we've made to date, whether they're conscious choices that we've made or whether they're choices that our soul made when we incarnated so that we could learn. But a test will keep showing up until we, you know, own it and work with it and see what gives it in it for us. I encourage you at the moment, if you're facing significant challenge in your life, stop running, stop avoiding, put both feet on the ground, stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, tap into your heart and say, what are you here to teach me? What can I learn from this? Because Saturn in Sagittarius is a hell of a teacher, and he's a hard teacher. He's a very hard teacher, but the quickest way to get a hard teacher off your back is to learn what he's trying to communicate. So I really, really strongly suggest that you connect with that over the next couple of weeks as well. Cancer is going to pull us into our emotional body too, so be aware that you may find yourself fluctuating a little bit. Women, it'll be easy to put it down to being hormonal. You know, it is in a way, but in another way, hormones are only going to amplify what's already going on for us. So if you are getting really agitated and really irritable when you're premenstrual, that's putting a magnifying glass on what's actually happening for you. And it's time now to get in touch with those needs that aren't being met. Cancer is our needs, very, very much our own needs. So I've actually got another video that I put up recently called How to Actually Get Your Needs Met. It was random and improv first thing in the morning, but there's some juicy stuff in there, and I just trialed it again the other day, and it was super effective. So I really encourage you to have a look at that. And bring on your feedback, beautiful people. I can really feel myself dropping into a new place with these sharings for you guys. And yeah, it really helps me to know if it's landing for you. You know, if you'd be more supported by me speaking more slowly, good luck with that. But I'd welcome that feedback anyway. Yeah, I'm in a place of really asking for feedback at the moment, and that's, you know, that's Saturn in Sag as well. That's being mature enough to receive feedback from others and, you know, receive feedback on your teaching. It's not really teaching if the person's not able to receive it. A beautiful quote, it's like if you've told a child 1,000 times and he still doesn't understand, it's not the child, he's the slow learner. So yeah, really welcoming that at the moment. If you've had any experience with me as a reader or a healer as well, please, I love your feedback. I'm really wanting to connect in more to you guys and what you're needing at the moment, moving into this month of Cancer and this powerful healing time. Yeah, wow. So we've just hit 11 minutes. I'll draw it to a close. I am offering readings and sessions at the moment. I'm also moving into offering some coaching, specifically in empowered parenting and conscious relationship. Both things I'm super passionate about. I feel like the relationship I'm in with my beautiful man Dan is one of the most amazing things that I've created, probably only trumped by my beautiful boy. Of course, I only partly created. A beautiful soul who chose to journey with us. So yeah, I'm feeling super empowered and super just alive in both of those areas and really wanting to share that. So that's available. I'm now also offering energy work on the Gold Coast, energetic bodywork and energy healing. I'm now based in Talai. We took a leap of faith and yeah, we're now in the Gold Coast hinterland. So you're welcome to come and see me here. The space is nearly finished. So yeah, if you book in the next couple of weeks, you'll be one of the first people to drop in down here. We're on 2 acres of rainforest, so it's a really special, really healing place. Yeah. Oh, and my prices are changing as well, and the structure of what I offer is changing. So keep your eyes on the website. I'll be uploading some stuff there within about a week, as well as some more videos sharing a bit about what I do. So keep your eyes peeled. If you want to join the mailing list, do that. I'm going to have a great new video coming soon too for subscribers who sign up through the website, and that's the Honeypot Manifesto. It's going to be about an amazing activation to welcome lots of juiciness and bliss and love and prosperity and goodness into your life, and really create something more amazing than even your wildest dreams. So it's such a pleasure to be with you. I'm so glad I got off my butt and showed up, because I actually really didn't feel like doing this tonight. But as soon as I looked at the chart, I saw Saturn on my shoulder and went, okay, I'm needed. Let's do this. So I love you guys. Enormous love. And journey well. And remember, invest in that step ladder. The view is worth it. Have a beautiful night. Bye.